Stories. I know. Well, I wouldn't call these stories. So, yeah, I wouldn't call them stories. I would call them. I would call them quotes, but they're a bit long for quotes. What do you call those? Like, I don't remember what you call them, but you call them something. And so I want to mention again, like these ones have most of these that I'm reading have mentions of some about suicide. We have six stories to read here because I just found little snippets of some and just wanted to read them to you guys because I want to bring more attention to these comments because not only do they have a deeper meaning, but it also helps you guys. If you guys are feeling nice, you guys can support them. And that can probably help them in their journeys. So, anyways, if you enjoy these videos, like and subscribe, and let's get on with the first story. So, story 1. I was never loved for a single reason, because it didn't really have to be. For some reason, being loved becomes easy, while for others, believe me, it's impossible. I'm lying in my own reality, waiting for my own end, which will somehow be one way or another. I live or vegetate in a moment where nothing else makes sense. Obligation becomes nothing, and nothing becomes continuous. I want to blend away and see how small I am before this vastness of the world that never wanted to know me. Today, I lay down to never get up again, looking at the cracks in this old ceiling that keep me company in this moment of farewell. That's what do you call it, a story, or call it a, what is it? It's something with poetry, I can't say poetry number 1. That sounds weird, but anyways, we're not trying to waste time, and my viewer retention sucks, so we're just gonna move on to story 2. I'm so tired of feeling broken, sad and lonely, lost in my burden, my heart heavy, so empty and desolate. I feel that happiness, something so distant, unreachable. Tears roll, my eyes red. I can't find a way, not even advice. Loneliness consumes me, suffocates me, tightens me. The pain in my chest is constant, never ceases. I seek solace, but nothing comforts me. My soul is wounded, my mind is tumultuous. Don't know how to say that word, my bad. I no longer see the point moving forward, for sadness accompanies me like a lover. I wish I had the strength to fight, but the pain is so intense it makes me beg for an end, for relief, for rest. From so much suffering, from so much fatigue, so I say goodbye without looking back. I leave here my farewell, my pain, my peace. May my soul finally find happiness, and may my departure not cause any more longing. That is poet 2. Well, poet is a person. I'll figure out how to say it somewhere in here. I don't know. I can't see the future. So, yeah, these things have really deep meanings, and sometimes you just gotta embrace them, not in a good way, but you have to think to get them correct. And sorry if I'm sounding all goofy, as in I'm saying some words too much because I have ADHD and that's just how that kind of is. So anyways, let's move on to story 3. This one's a bit biased. It's you'll see why. You may think being alone is something great. You're 20 or 25 and maybe you have your first job. You have plans, you buy yourself crap you like and call it a good life. But then 10 to 15 years, your parents are gone, old friends have their own families and much less time to hang out with you. And you're just sitting there alone. You have money, you have all the gadgets you bought, but nobody to share your life with. A human is designed to be with someone. You may feel like a cool Sigma guy now, but the reality will hit you one day. You will sit, look at your life, and realize how horribly everything failed. Miracles happen. You may find someone one day, but one day being alone will turn into a never-ending torture. That one is biased, but it is definitely it's deeper than most of them. So, I'll give it that. So, we're time to move on to page 2. And page 2, story 4, alright? Story 4 for page 2 takes up the entire page. So we're gonna try to read this because it has a bunch of, it's indented everywhere. So, story 4. Sometimes you wander if you're not good enough. Sometimes you feel like every day is fading slowly. It's swallowing you up bit by bit. Sometimes you feel like you can barely do anything in life. Sometimes every day makes you wonder when you'll get better at something. Sometimes thinking about getting up for bed and not wanting to go to school because you are just a laughingstock at school. Sometimes you wonder when you'll be skinny enough. Sometimes you wonder if you'll ever be pretty like the popular girls and boys at school. Sometimes you wonder when you will have better grades just like the popular kids. Sometimes you always feel lonely. Sometimes you feel helpless. Sometimes you feel like you want to cry till you can't anymore. Sometimes life isn't fair. Sometimes you feel like you are nothing but in a nutshell in life. Sometimes you wish that everything would just stop and be free. Sometimes you wish you never existed. Yep, that was the entirety of page 4. Not kidding. Well, no, not page 4, story 4. That was the entirety of page 2, though. Because that one wasn't as big. I could have fit more stories onto that page, but I was just going for 6 stories because I wanted this video to... I wanted this video to be longer than, 10 minutes. Yeah, I just looked at the time and thought I restarted the recording on accident. Whoops. Anyway. Let's get on to story 5. Sometimes it does not get better. Sometimes you just can't help but feel in a certain way. Sometimes you fall down and can't back up, even if you come numb everything around you. You are human, you are alive, it happens. Sometimes time doesn't kill you, and the wound stays. Sometimes you make errors, and you will continue to make them as long as you are breathing. Sometimes you meet the wrong type of people. Who they are and how they act is beyond your control. At times, who and what you lose is not up to you to decide. Control, you can hold on for so long, but since when was there a battle that went on forever? Nothing is permanent, and that's okay too. You can fight and fight, but sometimes it's okay to give up. Not only because you had enough, but because it may not be worth it in the long run. Life is so fragile and unpredictable. One moment you are here, and the next you may be gone. Everybody gets their time. Everybody has their time ticking down. Some are drawing near the end, while others are too far. Regardless, time slips and cannot be taken back. Sometimes things never change, can't be changed. So you learn to accept that. You are no God. You are you. Sometimes you are lost in your thoughts. Sometimes you don't want to get up and go on about your day. But you can't complain about it, can you? You have made your choice to be like this. So for now, you will endure it. Another one is these deeper meaning ones. So, it's basically saying, yo, if you make these decisions, you gotta endure these decisions. Ain't no way of reversing it. Because, decisions are decisions, and things happen, and that's just the way it is. Sometimes you can't change it. Sometimes you can't change people. Take that from me, if anybody should know. And if I want you guys to take one thing from these types of videos, it's be a better person. For yourself and everyone around you. Don't be mean, because if you're mean, you will have no friends. It's the sad truth. The sad truth, the sad truth. As we're approaching the 10-minute mark, I will start at 10 minutes. So, story 6. A wise man once said, "For if a god offered me immortality, I would decline, because a world without her is a world that's worth the death itself." Now remember that people love you. Someone thinks of you like that. Even if you don't think so. Your mother, your father, your grandparents, your siblings, your friends, your peers. No one isn't loved. No one isn't not loved. That's kind of scary for me. Wait, hold on. No one isn't loved. That's how you're supposed to say it. Because no one isn't not loved is a double negative, therefore causing it to say that everyone isn't loved. Okay, never mind. No one isn't loved. Not in a world that we have. It may seem that way because you see more hatred than love, but you're still loved. Be the better person and spread positivity and spit in the hatred's face even in your darkest times. Don't let chaos take over. Be one with the emotions, but do not let the emotions control you. Have a great sleep, day, night, morning, or whatever it is for you. But know, you are loved, and people care about you. It's not okay for you to hide emotions, because sadness, when stored, becomes anger. And anger can hurt others, or even worse, hurt yourself in ways that are beyond repair mentally or physically. Always try and talk to someone. Don't be scared, it's not worth the pain. That's gonna have to wrap it up, bro. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna have to wrap it up, dog. I'm not even gonna lie. Although, because this is slightly shorter than the other video, I knew this was gonna be shorter because I sort of put it off and I waited until the end of the day to look for stuff to do for the next video, and lo and behold, guess what happened? Oh yeah, I've lost time, so now I'm sitting here talking about how I lost time, losing view counts. Why am I still talking? It doesn't, never mind. Oh my god. But if you guys want to find the videos where I found these types of comments, and you guys want something meaningful or, you know, maybe a bit depressing to read, not sure why you would want to read something like that, but I mean, I'm here to read them to you if you guys want them daily. I can swift you them daily on the weekdays, alright? You got me? Because I can fit y'all up. I can hook y'all up with something. But that's going to have to wrap it up for this video of a story time. Now, I didn't actually get any feedback of whether you guys wanted a story time or not. So, I'm going to have to just wing it, post this video. Hope it does well. And if you guys actually do like this series, make sure you leave a like on the video, because I really want to make more of this, because being able to talk about this kind of stuff when usually I wouldn't be able to in front of a viewer, and the fact that I have to gather up the amount of courage that I can to release these types of videos sometimes is kind of hard. So if you would like the video, and if you're new here, subscribe. It'd be greatly appreciated. And I'm trying to get to 600 subscribers by the end of, well, May, because I have a surprise plan for you guys if you guys get to a certain rank, which, if you go through my channel, you should see a few ranked videos, because we were at bronze, and then we got to the gold. Now we're at silver. So, Ruby will unlock something. I said it in the silver video, but you guys will not know until you look for yourself. But if you guys want to send your own stories in, I almost forgot about this. If you want to send your own stories in, you guys can email me at the email I put in the description of the video, and I will probably be putting that on like the freaking banner that I have there anyways. I tried my best not to cuss this video. I don't think I did it all, but it's whatever. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. See you guys next time. Bye bye.